Hello, everyone. It is August 12th, 2022, and thank you for watching the Awesome 10X Global Market Update. This is very good Friday market class, even if this is very, well, for free. So please don't hesitate to like and subscribe and share to your friends how to make money in the global markets via Awesome 10X. Let me share to you what I've uncovered in my game plan for the next few days, the next few weeks. You're in for a long presentation today, but it is worth your while. Okay. Oops. You can see that the title says it for what it is. Pigs get slaughtered time. Okay, let's start. So pigs get slaughtered is a famous Wall Street adage where bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Usually when people get too greedy and they don't take profits, they will realize that the extended rallies are gonna get them caught alive and they would be seen as pigs who usually just get slaughtered. Okay, so month on month, it has been a great month for crypto related stocks. You could see Mara went from 121% for the month, trimming the losses year to date towards 47%. Hot mining rose 100%, Riot rose 90%, MicroStrategy rose 70%, Silvergate 70%, Coinbase 58%. These types of rallies are reminiscent of bear market rallies. When you see strong movements in a month, for a marathon, for instance, between $5 almost to $20 now, those types of moves, you do not actually just close your eyes and continue buying. You have to somehow know where the shorts have been squeezed and where it also gets fatigued and weakens out. Similarly, you don't take these downtrends on Roku and challenging quarters and let them give a pass. Notice Roku went from 60 all the way to $90. Last night, it made a short-term one-day reversal, 89 to 80. Given Roku can still rally towards 90 or 100, I wouldn't miss those types of rallies to start making put options. So required for people who are going to watch this class to understand what put options are. We do explain this to many Awesome 10X members how to do that, a calculated risk. Instead of shorting shares of Roku, say $80, wherein you open up your risk towards 100 or a $20, 25% advance, what you should instead do is take a look at strike positions on Roku, say at 80, or it's an at the money strike, give it about 3 months expiry and take a look at the pricing of it. I will show to you later how to do the options. But for now, take my word that a calculated risk is necessary and you do not engage in shorting without using put options. Why? Because put options allow you to lose only the money that you buy, and that would be it. If you make a $500 put option in Roku, that would be all that you would lose if Roku went 150 or 100 or 180. I.e., it doesn't matter if Roku goes up. So long as you make a put option calculated and a time expiry that is valid, you should be able to be eerily fine with your puts. Sorry, I think I need some water. Give me some time. Wait up. Okay, I'm back. Let's go fast speed here. These are a summary of what I believe have gone up straight up since June, May, June, July. We've had quite a run up this last few days. Most of these have rallied 100 to 300% up from lows. And I've taken the side of charting to help you uncover what are the good low risk, high reward shorts. I prefer to do a put option in all of these. So, give you an understanding, Carvana seems to have peaked at 55. Bed Bath and Beyond may have peaked at 11. GameStop may have peaked at 45, which is roughly at about 225 after the 200 45 times 4, which is $180. So it could even rally to $50, but it would be still a short squeeze. Robinhood at 11 looks to be a good short. Vuzi 10, Microvision 6, Upstart 35, Affirm 40, MongoDB 400, Bill.com 150, Fortinet 55. Fortinet is an interesting chart because it had a very bad number and looks to break down anytime soon. Of course, you've seen some meme stock movements with your low float biotech names like PacBio 14, Bingo 4, Envite 8. So these have been genetic editing names that have gone straight up to the moon. Some Luminar, which is laser at 10, Butterfly at 10, ASTS Space Mobile at 11, Frey at 12. You'll notice that these SPACs went from below SPAC pricing to as high as above 10 recently. You will see the charts later on, but I believe that some of these SPACs do not deserve to trade above 10. So 10, 11, 12, good spots to sell, especially those who actually got caught up in the SPAC craze. Those are going to be sold. The SPAC extremes would in my view be sold down. You've got cryptocurrency frenzy movements nowadays. Canaan at 5, Bitfarms at 2, Bakkt at 4, Riot at 10, Mara at 20, Coinbase 100, Silvergate 110, MicroStrategy 400. I took a look at the put options on these names. I think from a risk reward standpoint, I think that the Mara, Coinbase might be the easier put options to make, as MicroStrategy puts are quite expensive to initiate. I think that's at least a $40, which is $4,000 just to short the MicroStrategy. Still expensive. So I usually would spend only about $100 to $1,000 per option contract when I do so. So I am not I couldn't actually short a lot. DraftKings, $20. That would, in my view, be a short despite very strong rallies off of the 10 gambling states, which was announced. Fubo is actually a long pick we had at $2.50, but after rallying 100% in just 2 weeks, here at about 450 to 5, it may have gone extreme. Curiosity Stream, just in case it rallies to $3, it has rallied from $1 to as much as $2.50. It could even rally to 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking to do some puts on Curie or Curiosity Stream at 3. Roku, yes, I'd love to short it at 90 puts. AMC at 30 strike. Unity at 55 strike. Roblox at 55. So you're seeing me short a few metaverse names, a few streaming names, a lot of cryptocurrency extremes, some SPACs, some memes, a lot of high short floats, etc. Another thing that you could short would be bad earnings in challenging quarters. Again, we repeat, Roku, short that. Shopify 45 is a short. Coinbase 100 is a short. When you think about bad numbers that had results that are challenging all throughout the next 6 months, you would have in your portfolio shorts, Roku, Shopify, Coinbase, Beyond Meat, Roblox, Bumble, Palantir, Fortinet, Dutch Bros, Oatly, Sweet Greens. The wonderful thing about these shorts is that by put options, you could do it for as little as, for some of them, I took a look already on the October, November, December, January expiry. Something like less than $3 on some of them. So take advantage. Some are even just $1. I'll show to you actual examples. But before that, let's just do a lot of charts and summary. There have been great earnings, and you've seen how a lot of the market was caught by surprise. Obviously, Uber went from 20s to 33s. Atlassian went from 150 to 300. Mercado Libre went somewhere from 600 to 1,100. Chipotle went from 1,000 to 1,700. The trade desk went from 40s to, well, it's currently 70s, but if it hits 90s, I would short it. Cloudflare, if it hits 90s, I would also short it, which means that just because you had great earnings doesn't mean that I would give you a pass. I believe that some of these companies, after rallying 50, 70, 100%, still doesn't present great valuation. So, for instance, Uber lost $2.4 billion. Just because it had great revenues doubling doesn't mean a 50%, 100% rally merits it to be bought at 30 or 40 bucks. Chipotle is now trading at 1,000, nearing $1,700 just because they could raise prices. I would disagree that it would be trading at these expensive valuations. So most of these are, the short here is more tricky because these are great numbers. These are the easier shorts. Obviously, shorting a Roku is easier rather than shorting at the trade desk, right? So of course, I would prioritize shorting the bad numbers. But even the great numbers, I think that you just need to wait for it to get fatigued, and then eventually you will be able to short. So as 1718, even if Chipotle rises at 2,000, if you have a short-term expiry of about December or January, believing that this rally will eventually end at some point, then I think those puts will print money for you. Climate change pump too high. Yes, that is my thesis here. You've got a lot of these stocks rising 100, 200, 300% in just 3 weeks or 4 weeks ever since Manchin deal, ever since the Inflation Reduction Act. So if you take a look at these charts, some of them do not actually merit that high of a move. Sunworks at 4 is a good short. Bloom Energy at 30, Plug Power at 30, Rivian at 40. Rivian happens to just release their numbers today, which is not good. Rivian is only expected to have 25,000 vehicles full year 2022, and they expect to lose $5 billion. I don't think the markets are willing to really pay that $40 price, which went up 100% over the last 3 months over that kind of a quarter. SunNova at 30 is a short, QuantumScape 13 is a short, Freyr Battery 12 is a short, Blink Charging is a 25 short, ChargePoint 18 is a short, Array 24, 21, 22 is a short. Now, some of the people may ask, why would I short a First Solar, Enphase, SolarEdge, SunPower, Sunrun, and even Canadian Solar when all of these solar panels are a secular beneficiary? Yes, that is true. However, even if the numbers are good, these latter number parts or the latter solar panels have also gone up too high. So I would be taking the risk that even these good secular winners is ripe for some selling. Of course, I would prefer shorting the pump and dump names like Sunworks or the ones that are very much in infancy, which is your hydrogen gas plays and your fuel cell plays like Bloom Energy and Plug Power, like a Rivian. So you can clearly see as well that I avoided shorting Tesla here, even if it was a climate change beneficiary. Mostly because I believe that index-related names are more difficult to short and they don't behave on a valuation standpoint. They do behave more on ETF index flows. And with passive funds, mostly just buying S&P 500 or hedging themselves, buying the NASDAQ and S&P, I prefer a short interest move mostly on stock-specific names. Now, if you don't like to short these names individually, I do believe that TAN or the solar ETF at $100 is also a good short. So far, it's 87, had rallied somewhere from about 60 to 90, too much actually, so too high of a premium. Inflation at 8.5%, the market is happy. Not for me. Consumer fast food and retail names would still have a lot of problems ahead. And Chipotle 1700 would be a good short. Dutch Brothers 55 a good short. Sweet Greens 20 is a short. All the plant-based portfolios are shorts. Sweet Greens, Beyond Meat, Oatly are shorts. Jack in the Box actually is a short for me. So you'll see that 90 bucks, I'm willing to short that. Wingstop 135 short. Papa John's at 100 is a short. Domino's Pizza 405 is a short. And if you can, I believe that Bed Bath and Beyond, yes, Ryan Cohen's meme stock, Bed Bath and Beyond at 10 to 15 is a short for me. It has rallied from $4 to as high as $11, $12. I will be willing to short Bed Bath and Beyond from now until the next few days to a few weeks. So these are game plans. It is not a short tonight. And even if I want to short, I would be doing it gradually through put options. So you can see that these are the charts that I've mentioned. This is Sunworks. It had rallied from $1.30 to about 360 yesterday. It already showed some signs of weakness. Prior highs was about $5 here. It could rally to 4 and 5, and I'll be willing to short Sunworks for the next few days. As it goes higher, I am now willing to short these names as it approaches higher and sell it on strength. Canadian Solar has rallied back towards resistance. You could see that $43 or even as high as 48 would be ripe for short. So $45 would be a good area to have a put option. We are of the view that yes, here at about $24, it was great to buy. But after a 50, 100% rally in just 2 months, this is now ripe for selling. Buy low, sell high. Bloom Energy here at 12 was a great area. That was a double bottom. Here, however, might be a double top. 30 to 36 is an area to sell Bloom Energy. BE is a good short, so via put options. Plug Power, same thing. You can see tremendous multiple resistance areas here at about 30 to 36 for Plug Power. Plug Power and Bloom Energy are infant industries. Yes, they benefit from the Inflation Reduction Act. It is going to be a huge win for them, but this is, in my view, a short squeeze induced rally. So $30 to 36 do put options for Plug Power. Rivian at 40 is a short. Sunnova Energy here at 32 is a short. You can see that triple 11 to 30. Sunnova Energy is a competition of Sun Power, Sunrod, for those who aren't aware too much of the solar plays. But after rallying 3x, it's not going to cut it for me. That would be resistance. Prior support equals resistance. 30 is a short. Sunrun also triple shorts here at about $36. Prior supports equal resistance. So these are triple tops formation, bearish formation for Sunrun. Solar Edge also double tops here at $380. Already gap down after earnings. Any rallies back towards 350 or 380 for Solar Edge would be a chance to sell via put options. Or if you really like to sell the shares, then go ahead. But I would be doing it through shorts, through puts. I'm going to be buying put options. Enphase Energy did break out after very good numbers here from about 220. It managed to rise as high as 300. To be fair, Enphase is one of those most difficult shorts to implement. So I wouldn't be too early to short an Enphase. Could rally to 325 or 350s. But I would say that this looks to be a rising wedge in the making. Careful about chasing hot momentum plays, not in a recession. Fortinet, as you could see, very huge breakdown here after bad numbers. Be careful of Palo Alto Networks and CrowdStrike as well. In case you're a growth stock investor, be careful. Growth stocks are priced very expensively. You make a miss, you fall down huge. 63 to 56 and now at 53. This might actually wave a white flag and surrender all the bulls. A breakdown will reach as low as 40s or 30s. Fortinet is actually in a tremendous critical thin ice zone here. These are good short arenas. QuantumScape, as we see, all these battery names benefited on climate change bills. June 10 at about $8 all the way to 13. 12, 13s are good shorts for Freyr batteries and QuantumScape. Too early to say about solid state batteries and green lithium batteries for my understanding of this cycle. Cloudflare. Very good numbers. I don't disagree. These are the most difficult shorts to implement. Cloudflare and Enphase. I will not be too aggressive shorting these. However, how it will react here at $90 would be my gauge on how strong this rally can be. I would assume that these buyers are correct after accumulating here about 40s. The question is, will these buyers sell at 80 or 90 or will they hold? After a 100% rally, would they take profits after a tremendously good run? So that's the question, and I would watch that in the next few days. Same thing here. You could see that from 1-1, it's nearing 1-7. It could continue to hit 1-8. Why not? After very good numbers for Chipotle. But within 1-7 to 1-8, I would assume prior resistance here, your questions about inflation aren't essentially over to merit a very expensive valuation for them. Take a look at possible resistances on Chipotle within these levels. The trade desk, I know Jeff Green recently hyped up the entire connected TV, the entire advertising industry is happy. Then again, watch out for the 80s to 90s numbers. These are resistance areas. The trade desk trades today at about 20 times price to sales. I don't think that it can theoretically trade at very expensive valuations no matter how strong their quarter was, and for the next few quarters as well. Mercado Libre, you can see the same pattern here, gap up, good numbers. It is getting high resistance, major resistance here at about 1-1 to 1-2. We understand Mercado Libre didn't actually fail in their numbers, but if you rally 100%, my guess is that there is enough questions for the market about how much consumers can actually continue to spend. So I would take the easier route here that this was a mean to reversion play. And when you rally 1-1 to 1-2, just like about January to February and March, you tend to collect a lot of bearish resistances here already. So Meli at 1-1-1-2 is a short arena. Wayfair, okay, weak companies are easier shorts, agree. After rallying from 40 to 70, bad numbers obviously on furniture stocks and online furniture isn't doing well. This would be a great short at 70 to 80 for Wayfair. Obviously, I prefer shorting a Wayfair rather than Mercado Libre, but sometimes you cannot just get cheap put options on Wayfair. You get cheap puts sometimes on Mercado Libre, which is because everyone's so bullish on it. So when everyone is bullish on a Mercado Libre or a Trade Desk or a Cloudflare, sometimes it's easier to get cheap puts there. Team Atlassian, okay, Atlassian went up 100% as you can see at $300 all the way to 360. I think that is a chance to mostly sell. So the longs, congrats, you've made a good run. I think it's time for shorts to actually party for the next 3 months after rallying 100% from your May lows. Time to call it where it is a profit-taking zone. Palantir unfortunately rallied from 6 to 1160s. You can see it gap down after bad numbers, a 20% revenue growth drop. And so, my guys, it is a sell. I'll answer your questions later. Let me finish the charts first. Luminar, as you can see, 6 to 10. As it rallies near 12, it is a short. GameStop, double top here at 48. As it rallies 45 to 50, that would be a short. EMC, double tops here at $30. That would be a short. Bed Bath & Beyond, not a double top, but a lower high. As it rallies towards $15, which I think it can do so, it will be a short. Very bad numbers. I know it got squeezed because of stake sales on Bed Bath & Beyond. I know they want to sell. They're bye-bye, baby. But any rallies here is potent for short squeeze induced environment, and therefore as it phases out, it might be presenting a good area to sell as well. I would assume that the people who went long at 4 and 6 would want to take profits here already at 12. AST Space Mobile doubling up as well from about $6 to $12. Hip hip hooray, but those who are long, kindly exit now before you get the pigs get slaughtered time. Carvana rallied from 20s all the way to 50s, could even rally towards 60s. As it goes higher, time to also unload. Revlon, we can see already what has happened from $2 to $10. Of course, this was a bankruptcy play. They got a $1.5 billion loan. If this continues rallying 8 to 10, double tops, triple tops, a lot of shorts here at $10, $11. Canaan rallied from about 2s to about 5s. Rallies due to Bitcoin rallying from 18,000 to 24,000. Yes, Bitcoin can continue rallying 26 or 28,000, but I would assume lower highs for your Bitcoin miners. And Canaan being a Chinese miner, a lot of questions about their accounting would present a weak entity and it is a short. MicroStrategy, yes, it's gonna have a hard time to short this at 400, but you want to short as it approaches $400 or even $500. Start tranching shorts through put options on MicroStrategy. Array Technologies, a solar play from 6 to 24, massive double top signs here. Start shorting here at $20 to 24. Put options for Array. Butterfly Networks did the same. $2 to $10. Time to short Butterfly Network. This is a medical related company. We've seen how biotech names have been rallying 4x, 5x from the lows. Time to sell. PacBio, oh my gosh, from $3 to 15. Like the 2 to 10 move of Butterfly, it has shown the weakness. 14 drops to 7. Any rallies towards 10 or 11, we look to short even on a higher move as it looks to be a lower high here. Invite rally from 2 to 10, well, not necessarily 10, 9.7, and quickly fell down 50% towards 450. Any rallies back to 6 to 9, ample room for shorting on NVT. Bio Nanogenomics went from 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So you could see these names have gone 500% from lows. Time to take a profit, time to take a close, and these are short opportunities already. 350 to 450 for BNGO is a massive short. Marathon 6 to 20 could rally to 24, but we would be looking at short arenas for Marathon Digital. This is your ARC or your SARC, and you can see that SARC has rallied, or your growth stocks have rallied since May peaks from $80 down to 40s. As 40 calls could happen within the next 6 months, I'm looking to go long SARC 40 calls within the next 6 months. MongoDB has rallied 100% from low 200s to as high as 400s, looking to short 400 to 500 for MongoDB. This is also trading at 30 times price to sales. Robinhood rallied from $6 to $12, would want to short at $12, $11 for Robinhood shares. Upstart may actually continue rallying $40, so 35 may be too early. But as Upstart rallies 35 to 40, I do believe that the AI lending platform still has a lot of risks to take into consideration. Bad numbers, so 100% rallies is probably enough for a short squeeze play. We would be selling at 40s if we could for Upstart puts. Affirm, same thing, from low 13s to as much as 40s. Yes, this was smoked down all the way, but after rallying 3x towards 39, 13 to 39, as it rallies 40 to 50, I would look to be selling Affirm. Affirm is gonna have reports tonight after hours. So in case you're gonna do put options on Affirm, you're gonna have headline risks. It will be related to earnings. So I would suggest for those who are gonna do Affirm puts, do so with a December expiry date so that even if a firm gets a further squeeze of another 20% tonight, you will have ability to have your shorts print money over a 3-month standpoint or a 6-month timeline. Blink charging, you can see it rally from 16 all the way to 24. This can even rally towards 30. This is a highly short squeezed entity. And so I would warn people who wants to short, do so via puts. Matterport rallied from $4 to $8. As you can see, a lot of metaverse have been rallying. This is a niche product for real estate. Very good numbers after hours, but as you can see, this was profit taken. For this one, I wouldn't say that it would be shorted ASAP. This could even run as high as $10 or $12. So I will wait it out. But Matterport, just like some companies that had good numbers, may actually stall near $10 to $12 arena. Woozy has rallied all the way from 4 to 10. Might be a good sell structure here at 10 above. Bed Bath & Beyond, as I said, this could rally all the way to $20, so be careful, but this presents to me a good short arena, just like AMC and GME. Bed Bath & Beyond is closely correlated with those meme stocks, so watch out for that frenzy move to get taken out by some bears like me. So Bed Bath & Beyond is slowly having a hard time at 13. Dutch Brothers, all right. The reason why I like to sell this is because it trades somewhere in the 10 to 20 times price to sales, depending, of course, on what you believe in their earnings. So It's more of a good meme short to me. A good IPO that, yes, has been growing well, but just like Sweet Greens, too expensive to matter. So Sweet Greens and Dutch Brothers, in my view, are good shorts. I forgot to write here Cruise, Kura Sushi. How's Kura Sushi, by the way? Kura Sushi may be trading at 90 bucks now after massive short squeezes, but that doesn't change the fact that it is very, very expensive for its rate. So I will just wait for this to weaken out and we'll do puts for Kura Sushi maybe at $100. So yeah, watch out for some of these fast food retail names. Kura Sushi would belong also in my short list. Okay. Okay. So Dutch Bros, Kura Sushi, Bumble, obviously bad numbers after Tinder numbers as well was very bad. So both dating apps are bad. Shorted at 40 bucks, 35 bucks through puts. Roblox, very bad numbers, and yet it rallied. Not the first. We saw Shopify, Roku bad numbers, but rallied 50% anyhow. So I wouldn't say that Roblox 55 would not be achieved. But as it goes 55 to 60, more chances to short Roblox. And I would assume everyone who got caught at very high prices for Roblox would trim their losses as well, such that $60 is going to be presenting a good short for Roblox. Coinbase at 110 is a good short for me. Match Group, well, Match Group, if it rallies near 80s. So from 60s all the way to 80s or 90s, I would short this if I could. Okay, Trade Desk, I said 90. I'll wait. Celsius, both have won. Valuations didn't mean a thing. CellH is now trading at about $7 billion market cap with $10 million of income. Obviously, that bullishness came about from Pepsi distribution agreements and very strong market shares. Nonetheless, just like Kura Sushi, very strong numbers. I do not believe that it needs to get paid. For this one, it's traded at something like 10 times price to sales already and 1,000 times 700 times PE ratio for Celsius. So too high, too much. I wouldn't be too bullish for them. So 110, 120 might be a sell signal. SM Energy, okay. Clearly, as long as you're in energy, no confusion here. Bulls always win. I'm not gonna short energy for these stocks. It's more like I would hold on to them. I buy them on dips, I sell them on rips. That's how I play the energy game. Occidental has rallied 15% in just 4 days from about 56 to 66. I might actually, so those who have Occidental, take profits if you wish. I know Warren Buffett is a long term, but you could see that there are massive ways to make money on Occidental. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. That's how I want to play these energy games. Devon Energy bought near 56 to 58. 64 would be a good area to sell if you wish. Hang Seng Index is buy low here near 19,000, sell high here at 22,000. So I know the Chinese names are actually not too expensive. So I'm more of a contrarian here. As they punish some Chinese names all the way down, I'm looking to actually buy some of them. So I am a buyer a little of your Alibaba's. Xpeng, you can see it has some buyers here at 84, rallies towards 95. Lots of selling pressure here at 110 and 120. It's a buy low, sell high theme for me for Chinese names. This is a function of a squeeze, $1 to $2 for Smile Direct Club after a gap down. This is not the first. You're seeing a lot of small caps rally 30, 50, 100% within a day. Be careful. These are signs of toppishness, frothiness of the market. So Freyer Battery, CRISPR Therapeutics have rallied 100% from their main lows, looking to see where it tops. CRISPR is having some hard times here at $90. Let's see if the 90 areas would be a major resistance for CRISPR. These are how all of your energy names did well: daily, weekly, monthly, year to date, 1 year, 3 years. I am of the view that all of these energy stocks will continually give us and print us money, and this is where I think the safe haven will continue to be. Nonetheless, we did take opportunity for them when they dipped. As you can see, it seems to be also a right time to also be taking some profits off the table, even if this sector, we believe, is in a secular uptrend. Obviously, we think that oil will stay near 90s to $100 for the next 3 years. And so we are bullish on their cash flows and dividends. Vermilion Energy reports numbers tonight, but it most of the time these have been priced in that you may want to take profits on good news. Okay, so I have ideas for puts, but I'll do my options within the next 15 minutes. I will show to you how to do that. But let me answer just some questions here. There's a question. US Global Jets ETF, what do you think? So we are bullish on travel and we think that the airlines have benefited. Let me show to you the chart of Jets ETF. So for Jets ETF, we think that your $15, $16 is a buy, but as you near 20 to 22, you may see some sellers pressuring these names. So for airlines, we are neutral. We wouldn't short airlines. We wouldn't short your booking. We wouldn't short your Airbnbs or your Disneys for that matter. I wouldn't be going into a short on names that I like fundamentally that I think are still smoke to the ground. But I wouldn't also be telling you to just be fine and safe. It's not going to be safe. I don't think that the next 6 months is going to be safe, even for your travel names, even for your airlines. So I would say that you need to know how to buy low and sell high. Nonetheless, would it be in my short list? Nope, I wouldn't short your airlines. They, in my view, have shown strong recovery numbers. So for the next 6 months, energy travel related plays would be where I would buy the dips and sell the rips. If it rips near $20, you have the choice to take profits. You don't need to short it, as I believe shorting crypto related meme stocks would be an easier time. Shorting a Roku might be an easier time if it goes $90 to $100. In fact, I would say shorting Sun Nova would be an easier short. Speaking of how to short these put options, let me show to you how to do that. Okay, some of you guys may not know how options work. Let me give you a 15-minute primer how to do that. Okay, so for those who are not aware what a put option is, a put option is obviously just a small risk to enable you one contract equals 100 shares. So I'll show to you what I summarize here that you could do within the next few weeks. Okay, so all right, let's show to you how to do that. You can see my screen, no? With share screen. Okay. So here you're seeing SQQQ using IBKR, January 20, 2023. Now you might wonder, why would I choose such a long-term expiry date? That's because calling the tops for your market is going to be very hard. Do I know that the market will top out tonight at 4,250? Or will it rally at 4,3 or 4,4 or even hit 4,6? Now, my view is that the index can continue rallying, but the higher it goes, the higher walls of worry to climb. So here's how you can make a low risk trade with an SQQQ inverse call option. The SQQQ today trades at 35.86. The 33 calls for January 20, 2023 cost $9.48. You can see that there is an intrinsic value of about $3. 36 minus 33 is $3 intrinsic value, i.e., this is an in the money call option. Now, obviously, if you buy an out of the money call option like a 37 or a 36, it would be cheaper. This is $8, this is $8.50, $8, $7. How would I want to approach this? Obviously, as 36 can fall all the way to 33 or 30, I should see this $9 go down to $6 or even as low as $3. And so the way to do this is threefold. If you want to short now, you could buy a $9 contract here and you would risk $900. And you can even make another tranche at $6 and $3. That means 9 plus 6 plus 3 is $1,800 of risk. And what would be your upside in case the markets do tank? So let's take a look at this SQQQ. SQQQ is a favorite of many people who like to trade the index, specifically the NASDAQ. And what you can clearly see here is that the interest, there is a lot of longs since November 2021, here at about 35 to 28. That is very clear here during the peak of the market. 35 to 28. We retested that here around March to April, and we are approaching back here, wherein that means the market is frothy yet again. Pigs get slaughtered yet again. So how do you make money? For just a $900 risk, you buy an SQQQ call option. January 20, 2023, $9. That's just it. Now, I would like to teach you how to open your accounts. I'll do that maybe tomorrow in case you do not know how to initiate a put option. But put options can be availed by retail investors through interactive brokers, and I will also teach you how to do it through Webull. So I recently opened a Webull account. You can open as little as a $2,000 account. That means that small accounts can actually engage with these types of trades. You do not have to have a large account, and you can only do that with options. So options is a very good way to manage your risk while getting the rewards that you seek. Now let me show to you another idea. Okay, this is obviously the Dutch brothers. Could you see this? Whoa, wait up. So you can see that a game plan is necessary when you are doing put options. Do it properly and you will be rewarded properly as well. So for put options, you can see that Dutch Brothers has a resistance at 55. There are several ways for you to do so. Here at $46 today, you can see that the December 16 put options, which means about 4 months expiry, you could already see the pricing today. Your $40 puts, it's $8. Your 45 puts is about puts here. Sorry, look at the puts. So you're buying a put option. The reason why for SQQQ we chose the calls is because SQQQ is an inverse fund. But if you are doing a standard share count, then you should be looking at puts. So for puts here, you're already seeing that the 40 puts is $6. Your 45 puts is $9. Obviously, the higher you go, it's going to be more expensive. There are several techniques that I've chosen to teach people to do so. So for instance, you can only take a risk of $5. Okay, so for $5, you just make that 40 put $6.40. You try to post at $5, hoping that the markets continue going higher for Dutch Brothers so that your put option can be done at a very low price. So usually I would say that between now until the next 2 weeks, the markets can continue to go higher. But what you should game plan for that is to make a consensus decision that the market is stoppish, the pigs will get slaughtered, and therefore the best risk reward setup for you is to take a put option while you can. Take a low risk entry on some of the puts as it nears resistance. Now let's give you another idea here. This is your Robinhood. As you can see, Robinhood, which is trading at $10.50, has resistance at 12. So there's several ways to handle this. $12 puts for November 18 or 3 months from now is just going to cost you at $1.30 here. So there's several ways for you to do so. You can just buy a $1 position that's going to cost you 100 USD to make a Robinhood put. So that's very cheap in my view for a 3 months expiry. This is one of the cheapest puts that I can find. So take a look at the Robinhood puts. Let me give you another idea. These are going to be important game plans, and you will look back on this day that August 12 Free Friday class gives you thousands and thousands of dollars of rewards if you follow this properly and execute this properly. This is a free class, and I want you to make money from this class. Roblox is at 50. It's nearing the resistance of 60. There's several ways to handle this. For the January 20, 2023, the 40 puts is $5. You might be able to buy this as low as $3 or $2.50. Take advantage as these puts could collapse, as Roblox can go higher. Do your best to buy some cheap put options for this next 3 to 5 months. So Robinhood puts, Roblox puts, let's give you more ideas here. We have enough time to give you ideas, and you would look back to this class as one of the more profitable classes that executes a game plan. AMC is probably going to trade as high as $30, but you should sell the strength. To do so, you don't need a lot of money. Look at the October 21, 2022 puts. As the rise in price continues, try to take advantage of some 23 or 25 puts. It might trade between $5 or $3 or $4. Do your best to make a put option between 23 to 25 puts on AMC. More ideas. Furthermore, here, these are actual trades that I will implement within the next 2 weeks. This is your plug power. We said $30 to 36 are great opportunities to short plug power. So for November 18, look at your puts for 30 to 35. You've got $5 to $9. Try to take advantage. If the markets can continue higher, the put options will collapse. This means that you will be able to get these puts for less than $5 a piece. So try to get them. Maybe this can go $3. Maybe this can go $5. Maybe this can go $7. Try to get this as low as you can. 30 to 35 puts for your plug power, or you want to take advantage of some OTM puts or out of the money puts. This $2 for $22.50 can collapse to $1. Try to take advantage of those ideas. Plug power, Robinhood, Freyer, these are great opportunities to take advantage on the put side. Last but not the least, actually not last but not the least, I'll give you more ideas here. I'm getting generous. Freyer, as I said, $12. This is a good put option to initiate for November 18, 2022. 3 months, 4 months from now. For just $1.90, you can take advantage $100 to $200 risk. You get the short Freyer battery, which is trading at triple resistance here. Let me show to you the chart of Freyer yet again. These are some of the best put ideas that I could find. Quadruple resistance, 12.13. As it goes higher, how much risk? Just $100 to $200. So you can take advantage of some low risk, high rewards. Because if this goes down all the way to 6, you know how those puts will print money. A piece that $100 to $200 will print you at least $500 to $600. So you want to take advantage of some 300% reward ideas for as little risk as $100 to $200. I hope that I gave you ideas that you will make money from and you will execute. And hopefully for the next 6 months, you have a great Christmas. You'll have a great Christmas if these puts end up the same thing that we think, wherein the markets cannot avoid this inflation. The markets cannot avoid going high and getting frothy in just a few months just because we are in a technical, not recession. We don't believe in that. We are not in a bull market. And if we are wrong, we are smart enough to tell you a $200 risk. For that $600 reward, take it. As the market goes higher and higher, you have a low risk, a high reward. Maybe a risk of 1, a reward of 6. Take it when you can. This is Awesome 10X Nikki signing off. Please remember, pigs get slaughtered. We gave a pigs get slaughtered during 2021. At February to March, we warned it. January, February, March, we were saying, take profits. November, we gave another short idea, nuke portfolio. On April this year, we gave another short. August 12 now until August 26 will be very scary for the longs. It can go higher. We can hit 4-5. We can hit NASDAQ 14,000. Your SQQQ may hit 30 or 28. But that doesn't mean that you should feel that we are in a bull market. You should learn to trade by getting some put options and inverse funds to make your money work for you. Thank you very much. Good night.